Captain's Log, Monday, April 6, 2020. I've returned to the ship to find it empty and abandoned. Apparently, people have heeded the warnings of the authorities and stayed away and stayed safe. Seems a little eerie without its crew and passengers aboard. Hey folks, no, I'm not going crazy. I'm just sitting here in the lobby of the church building. Today's my day to come in and get the mail, do a few other things as we continue to make sure things roll on as they should here at the office. But want to just say good morning and say hello to you. Hope you had a good weekend. You're enjoying this weather that we're having. Thanks for your understanding yesterday. I got word from churches all across the country that they had issues live streaming. Seems like Sunday morning is a pretty packed time right now on the internet. However, we think we found a solution to that. So after Easter, we will hopefully have no issues moving forward for as long as this season lasts. So I just wanted you to know that. We think we found some solutions and are encouraged moving forward. Speaking of moving forward, I mentioned Easter, and you've heard me mention it. I want to ask you to be praying for good weather. Now, we don't expect the Lord to specifically change things just for us, although things have happened like that before. We want to be in the center of God's will for us, but we also want to share with Him our desire to be able to meet, to be able to gather together, even if it is in cars, and be able to see each other and just feel that community and that unity that will come in that. So we know from Proverbs 16:9, a man plans his ways, but the Lord orders his steps. So we want to submit to that, but also share with the Lord the desires of our hearts. Our worship team is ready to go. I'm ready to go. We've got folks on parking. We got folks on security, all who are going to be keeping all kinds of social distancing and all those kind of parameters. Also, be praying about who you might invite. This drive-in service for Easter is probably the least threatening type of invitation to church that you could make. Someone can drive in, literally have no human contact with anybody else, and get out of here without touching, without hugging, without greeting. It's pretty much an introvert's dream. So be thinking about who you might want to invite. So we encourage you to be thinking about that and just be praying for the Lord's will to unfold. We want to pack the parking lot. We want to be able to gather together, lift up our hearts, lift up our voices, and just proclaim the risen Christ. That's something we do every Sunday. Every Sunday is a little Easter for the church as it gathers, as we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. But there is something about the day on our calendar that we set aside to proclaim and to celebrate. And I certainly hope we can do that. I am very confident that we're moving forward. I will let you know if you look at the weather and it seems iffy. We will likely be making a final decision Wednesday night or Thursday, and we'll be communicating that like we have been through email, Facebook, and on the webpage. So thanks for allowing us to communicate with you more than usual. We want to stay connected. We want to continue to maintain our connections as a community. And this week, we've heard from authorities that it could be one of the worst weeks. It could be the peak, could be, I don't know how they figure all that out. I don't pretend to understand. But if that's the case, our frontline workers are going to need your prayers more than ever. And within our own church family, we have doctors, we have nurses, we have administrators, we have all kinds of people in the medical field. We have people in related fields. And we want to keep our first responders and our workers in the front lines in our prayers. With that said, I want to invite you to join us Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. We've had some wonderful and rich times of prayer and sharing together on Wednesday night. And let's face it, what else are you going to be doing? It's not like you've got a hair appointment. It's not like you have some major event going on. So why not? You'll be getting instructions as usual. That's an invitation to a Zoom meeting. And of course, you need that to get on, but we make it pretty open and pretty easy to jump on there. So just a couple of those reminders. As always, we love you, we miss you, we're praying for you. And that's not just something that's become a common tagline for me or for us as leaders. We say it because we mean it. We're longing for the time that we can get together again. But until then, we're going to take advantage of technology, updates like this, and of course, still staying within guidelines, gathering together like we will on this Easter Sunday morning to proclaim the risen Christ. Perhaps you'll prepare yourself this week. One final thing. One way you can do that is to jump online on Friday night with the live broadcast of the nationwide Good Friday service by the Christian Missionary Alliance. Worship will be provided by Grace Church of Middleburg Heights here in Ohio. John Stumbo, our president, will be speaking live from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and there'll be some other elements as well. And so you can get on the website, cmalliance.org, and you can see under the events page what's going on there, and we'll also try to communicate some of those details. Great opportunity to join together in unity with other Alliance brothers and sisters across the country this Good Friday as we prepare to celebrate the risen Christ on Easter Sunday. So that's it for me from now. Here in our lobby, you can even probably hear the echo. It is empty. It needs you back. And Lord willing, it won't be too long till we can all gather and enjoy each other's company again. But until then, be safe, be smart, and stay healthy. Love you guys. Bye-bye.